This is how to make ice water, and I'm doing a voiceover because I'm really cool. But first you have to do your online attendance, or else it will not work. No matter what, you have to do this. And then uh, I'm putting ice in a cup. Okay, this is preparation. You put ice in a cup, and then you put lukewarm water. It has to be lukewarm, or else it has to be. Okay, follow this very carefully. And then in this cup, I have cold water. So that's where it gets the cold from, and then the ice is where it gets the ice from. So yeah. And then you sprinkle some water in at the top. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh yeah, I'm getting the mixing thing, and you just pour the lukewarm water, the cold water, the sprinkled water, and the ice water in, and then you mix it together with that big stone thing. If you don't have this, you can probably use like a fork or like get a stone from outside. That would be good too. And then you put the water in an already greased pan, the water grease. And then you put the heat on, and then you start mixing it. You don't have to mix it the whole time, just a little, you know? Yeah, just so it doesn't burn. I want it to stay fresh. And then I don't know why the clip is inconsistent like that, but then you boil it, and then you bring it down to low and let it cool. And then I just transfer that hot water into a glass. I let it cool first, and then you just garnish it with some garnish. If you don't have that, you can just get leaves from outside or something. And then here's a close-up. It's like really cool. It smells really weird. I don't know why. But yeah, here's a 360 bottom view. Yeah, that's it. Okay. How do I stop this?
The first thing you have to do, you have to let out your dog, because, I mean, she hasn't pooped in like 2 hours, and who knows, she probably pooped somewhere else already on the carpet, but that's okay. So you let her out, and then you let her back in, and you forget to lock the sliding door because you're dumb. Then, once you do that, you go over to your counter, and you have to go fetch the egg, and not just an egg, like the egg shell, no egg. Make sure you catch it before it runs away. Now you dig in your fridge and forget where you put the butter, so you have to move the milk, see that the butter's not there, and see that the butter is actually next to the milk. Grab it, right? Okay, now take a spatula, scoop out a little bit of butter. So you can grease the pan if you will, you know? I know Ira, she greased it with water. That's not how we do things here. We grease it with butter because we're fancy. Anyways, take the butter and badly put it on there. Fail at putting on there, that's okay. You're doing great so far. Now, turn on the stove. Yes, good job. Make sure it's on like 3. If you have like numbers, do it on like 3, and then like melt the butter. The butter doesn't have to be all the way melted. It probably should be, but it doesn't have to be. My butter wasn't melted. Now take your egg and put it on the half melted butter. Now you're just gonna, move it around, give it a little crunch. Don't be afraid to just smack your egg. Don't be afraid to get the shells everywhere, because that's what we're really cooking here. There might be a little bit of like membrane left in there, but that's not what we're focusing on. We're focusing on cooking the shell. It's kind of a delicacy in my country. And yeah, make sure to get it nice and crackly. Like, you can just have it as like a nice little whole egg with no yolk, no whites, just shell. But like, yeah. Now, you're gonna look in the fridge and try to grab Parmesan, but then realize that's not shredded cheese, so you're gonna put it back. Then you're gonna go get the shredded cheese. Now make sure it's the Mexican style 4-cheese blend. Or else it won't work. Like, actually, it won't work. Anyways, so what you're going to be doing is you're going to take the cheese, put it in the egg. I didn't show you putting it in the egg because I kind of forgot to record that, but you're going to, like, put it in the bottom half of the egg, not the top half. If you put it in the top half, something might explode. I'm not even joking. Make sure to put it in the bottom half of the egg. And then after that, you're going to just kind of swirl it around. Make sure to make the cheese exit the egg, because it's going to melt inside that butter. That's going to be our juice for this. It's kind of like a soup, if you will, or it's going to be more like a sauce. So you're just going to keep making that egg, and you know what? You're going to go over, forget where your fridge is. Now you have to go to your fridge. Good job. And get ice. But be dumb, and your fridge, oh my god, you forgot your fridge was broken, so you got ice everywhere. Make sure to make a mess while you do this, because if you don't, it won't be fun. Now add that ice to your thing, and you're going to have to clean up that ice now. So make sure to clean up that ice, But instead of like, picking it up and putting it in the sink, kick it under the fridge. Well, in this case, I'm not kicking it under the fridge, I'm skipping it, but it's like the same thing. Just put it under the fridge. It'll evaporate, it'll go back into the machine, it'll be all fine. Now you're gonna go a little crazy. You're gonna turn it up to super boil, and it's gonna start crackling and sizzling. Don't worry, the fire's not gonna start unless it does start, but it didn't start for me, so it shouldn't start for you. Now smack your egg a little bit. You gotta like get those shells everywhere, It really adds the like texture, nice crunch. And you're gonna go. I don't know what I'm doing here actually, but that's okay. You're gonna get a salsa cup, because I know this is not salsa. But you're gonna put in a salsa bowl anyways. So put in a salsa bowl. Make sure to get some of that nice juice that we were talking about earlier with the ice and the cheese, and it's all gonna be in there. Now you gotta go to your table, and we're not done yet. You're going to take some of the ice and garnish it, and make sure to mist the bowl because it just adds to the charm.